Hello, welcome to Hatton Games. I want to talk to you guys today about my live stream and what the plan is for the future. If you don't know already, I've been streaming on Twitch for over 6 months now. I've never really made a dedicated video announcing it, but I think that's because back then I didn't really have everything set up to the standard I was actually happy with. Now, however, I've pretty much got it down. I've got a nice format that I can be consistent with. The current schedule at the moment is a minimum of 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. Sunday is always dedicated to subscribers, but for the past 3 weeks I've actually been playing with subs in every stream. I'm doing my best to get you guys involved as much as possible to make it a more interactive community experience. At the minute we're averaging around 100 viewers per stream, and I think this is mainly down to most of you guys not actually knowing that it even exists. I've had a bunch of you mention in chat that you had no idea that I streamed, and you were genuinely surprised to actually see me on Twitch, which is quite funny really. So yes, I do stream. If you ever feel like dropping by to say hi, then definitely do. I'm hosting giveaways after pretty much every single game, as well as some sick knife giveaways for subs. And that's something I want to talk about a bit more actually, because recently I've been lucky enough to get a bunch of new knives sponsored by Frag Radio, CSGO Lounge and OP Skins. I've made it so that the subscriber giveaways will be more frequent, with only a 15 sub difference between each knife. We're currently sitting on 116 subscribers, and the next sub only giveaway is at 130, and that'll be the Huntsman Knife Slaughter, which looks very nice. At 145 subs, I'll be giving away the Stat Track M9 Bayonet Knight in field tested condition. 160 subs will be a field tested Butterfly Knife Slaughter. 175 will be a factory new Flip Knife Fade, which is actually one I like a lot. I love a good fade. Fades are always nice. 190 will be a very beautiful bayonet Doppler, also in factory new condition. Now that's the top of the top. I've not really gone past that point. Once we reach more than that, I'll think of some new knives to give away to you guys. But for now, that's what I've got. I think the Doppler is probably the best one out of the lot there. I did try and make them all close to each other so you can get more value should you choose to subscribe, and hopefully you'll be rewarded with a knife at some point. Of course, there are a bunch of other rewards on top of that. Subscribers get to obviously take part in sub games. They gain 50% bonus gold, which I'll explain later, explain the gold system later. They receive 250 gold instantly just for subscribing. They get access to sub-only TeamSpeak channels and forums, which are on the Steam group. I'll sign any of your skins or Steam profile if you just ask me. If you're a sub, I will do that for you. The ability to use all of these lovely subscriber emotes, which I spent a lot of time with a designer going over, making him change them back, and I'm finally happy with them. I'm finally happy with where things are, and you can use these all over Twitch. It doesn't matter, you can't just use them in just my channel, you can use it on everything. So if you're watching Face It, you can maybe spam them in their chat as well if you're subscribed. And of course you get an awesome looking Hatton Games logo next to your name, which is always nice. This Sunday, I'll actually be giving away a field-tested gut knife Knight to all the current Twitch subs, sort of as a celebration of finally announcing the stream properly. If we reach 30,000 followers, I'll also be giving away a gut knife Forest in minimal wear. That'll be for everyone, so if you aren't a sub, you can still win. We only need 1,000 more, so I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to hit that if we have a good turnout. You'll be able to use your gold, which I mentioned earlier, for all the follower giveaways. So this includes the gut knife and every giveaway after each game. If you don't know how gold works, you can earn it by simply watching the stream, taking part in bets, which is actually really fun, and joining in on bank heists. The betting system is my personal favourite, as we sometimes mix it up what the challenge is and what I have to do in a certain game. You can predict on how it will turn out, and maybe you earn yourself some more gold to use in giveaways. Regular viewers will earn 1 gold every 5 minutes. Subscribers gain 1.5, and those of you who are generous enough to be in my top 10 donated list will earn 2 gold every 5 minutes. You can also earn gold while the stream is offline by simply idling in chat. In that case, it is 1 gold for every 20 minutes, and of course this scales depending if you're a sub or a top donator. I may as well talk about some other giveaways that are currently going on that aren't to do with Twitch. These are completely free, so you should not have any problems entering. I've partnered up with Skin Arena and OP Skins to bring you a factory new Flip Knife Fade on Twitter. All it requires is to follow and retweet to be in for a chance of winning. I've also partnered up with Greenman Gaming and Easy Skins for a slightly bigger giveaway, including 3 copies of CSGO, 5 limited edition Easy Skin t-shirts, and a Stat Track M9 Bayonet Doppler in factory new condition. Now this is easily the biggest item I've ever given away, so definitely get involved. For this one we set up a neat referral system for you to use. For every friend that signs up through your unique link, you'll gain an extra 5 entries into the giveaway. So if you're really active in promoting this giveaway, there's a potential to earn a lot of entries for a better chance of winning. I think that is everything. Hopefully I've explained enough about the stream to give you an insight into what generally goes on. Remember, the next scheduled stream is on Sunday, and I'd love it if you could just stop by and say a quick hello. I always read the chat and I love interacting with you guys, so definitely do that, and hopefully I will see you there. Thanks again to Frag Radio, CSGO Lounge and OP Skins for making these sub goals possible, as well as Greenman Gaming, Easy Skins and Skin Arena for the social media giveaways. Thank you for watching, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys on Sunday.